Welcome back. Today we'll be installing the Legends Pinball arcade control panel. Got it during Not A. I believe it was a $100 discount. Came with a month worth of arcade net, which will allow me to now play the close to 8,000 CoinOps games I have already loaded on the Legends Pinball. Good times. So this is what you get. It's a fairly low joystick, I guess, not to kind of interfere or block any view. Buttons are nice. Good feel to them. They're flat, they're not concave. It's got a nice trackball. Decent quality. It probably felt better, but not bad. Installation is fairly straightforward, but I guess I'll go over it real quick with you and install it. Underneath is fairly straightforward, minus this silly plastic bubble. But everything looks pretty easily moddable if you want to change buttons, add things, light up buttons. It's got exciters in there as well. I'll probably be removing those or shutting them off. An 8-way octagonal. It's not a Sanwa, but it's got a decent feel to it. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is obviously pull it out of OTG mode if you have it in there. Turn the machine off. Then you want to remove all the screws that run along the side rail and the forward rail. And at this point, your unit should look like this. Side and forward rail pulled off. Mine has some double-sided sticky tape that prevented some of the rattling from the exciters. But your next step here is you want to loosen these 4 screws and save them. And once you have that removed, simply lift up. You have to be careful because there are connections under here to the D-pad and the haptics. You're gonna wanna disconnect that right there. And the other disconnection point for the haptics is right down there. A little hard to see, but I'll get a better picture of it. There we go. It's the exciter. It's the D-pad connection point we need to remove. They left us a USB to connect to the new control panel. Just gonna put this to the side. And that's the other connection you need to disassemble. For the haptics. Okay, just to get a good perspective. Over the top here, you're gonna connect 2 wires. The haptics is this, and your USB. You're not going to use the original D-pad white wire. So just tuck that back down into the box. Then lay the control panel back on top. The control panel has a nice snug fit, so you want to kind of work your way in. Tuck it in this way, and then gradually push up as you tuck it in the bottom. As you can see, it's a nice snug fit all the way around. Please ensure that you're not catching any wires or pinching any wires as you put the control deck down. And then we're going to reinstall our 4 screws. And once you have that on, put your sides and front rail back on. And that is it. That's what it looks like installed. It's got a nice feel to it. I prefer the buttons to be a little concave, but I mean, it's nice. And I did notice some mentioned about the trackball not being centered. Yes, it does look weird, but I think there was reasoning for that. I think when you're using it, if it's further up, you're gonna end up hitting the glass and leaving streaks all over the glass. So I think that was intentional. And correct me if I'm wrong. I know it does look weird. Well, the plunger doesn't even line up with the virtual plunger, which is a little bothersome as well, but it's the little quirks. Looks great. The last thing to do is power it on. So let's check out navigation. I'm gonna go right to AddOnX. Hit A to select, B is back. Hopefully it picks it up. Sometimes it takes a while. There we go. And let's see what we got. Arcade. Select. Move that over. And there we have it. There's close to 7,500 games that I can choose from. So I have Ben Harley here to demonstrate the CoinOps build I bought. So I completely understand some people frown against it, buying a preloaded USB, but I don't have time to load all that on and configure it and set everything up. So I ended up purchasing a 7500 plus USB stick. It's low profile. It's a little hard to see, but I'll turn on the light shortly and give you a look at it. But it has everything. All the arcade games, Atari Lynx, C64, ColecoVision, Daphne, Game Gear. And let's go down the list here. Sega Genesis, Sega CD, Super Nintendo, Vectrex. Now, with the control panel, we have the option of clicking A and B to exit out of things. So I'm going to click A on arcade. There's arcade titles. What does stink is there's no categorization right now. It's all alphabetical. So to go find the game you want, you got to either hit the right flippers to move the full page or the joystick to move across. So I'm not going to bore you with how long it takes to pick the game you want, but we'll get there soon. Another cool thing is with this build comes the displays for the back glass, which is always fun to see as you change and go through your choices. So Vin's chosen Space Invaders. Go right ahead, Vin. Click A through that, Vincent. To add a coin. All right, insert a coin. Player one's ready.
Got it. Whoa! I got something.
All right, so like I previously mentioned, I was able to get this USB stick preloaded. It's over 7,500 games. Takes advantage of the vertical display. I will link the site that I picked it up from. They were great to do business with, very pleasant, easy to communicate with. And the instructions are straightforward. I mean, you pretty much plug the thing in, depending on if you want to load your current Zachariah tables and Taito tables on that USB. He already pre-partitions it for you and everything. But we're happy. I mean, over 7,000 games. Vincent's playing classic Pac-Man with the new control deck.
Oh, I like that.